Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my beginner series. I'm going to teach you how to do one step in your beauty process. So hopefully you guys find this video helpful. Hopefully you guys get a lot of tips and everything from this video. So today's video is going to be focusing mainly on contouring, and as I mentioned in my haul on my last video, I wanted to use the City Color Contour Effects. So I'm going to be using that in today's video, and I'm going to be talking about different ways to contour and different contouring steps and just how you basically contour and highlight. All of the products are affordable. All of them are beginner friendly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys would like to see how I contour and highlight, then be sure to stay tuned. Thanks guys. There are two ways to contour. You can cream contour or you can powder contour. When you cream contour, you're using a concealer or a sculpting cream, and when you powder contour, you're using a sculpting powder or a just darker bronzer than your skin. So the product that I'm going to be using today to contour with is the City Color Contour Effects palette, and it comes with a contouring shade, a bronzing shade, and a highlighting shade. So I'm going to be using all three of these in this video today. So the difference between a contouring shade and a bronzing shade is that the contouring shade is typically about 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone, and it's more of a cool tone bronzer. It's going to be that cooler tone that's going to put that shadow back in your face. And a bronzing shade is really just more of a bronzer that's kind of close to your skin tone, and it's really just putting color back into your skin. A lot of times foundations tend to wash us out, or we just happen to be a little bit pale and we need just a little bit more color back into our skin. That's what the bronzing shade for. And then the highlighting shade is really just to emphasize your glow. It's going to lift up your brow bones, it's going to lift up your cheekbones, it's going to make your nose look a little bit narrow. So a common mistake people typically make when they are contouring is that they like to go about 5 or 6 shades darker than their skin tone, and you don't want to do that. You want to stick to about 2 or 3 shades darker than your skin tone, because like I said, it's putting that shadow back into your face. So you don't want it to be too dark and you don't want it to be too noticeable, and a lot of times when you go with those really dark shades, it's really hard to blend out. So try to stay in between 2 to 3 shades darker than your skin tone, and you want to make sure it's a cool tone bronzer and not a red bronzer or warm bronzer, because the cool tone is putting the shadow back into your face. We're going to go in with the contouring shade, and another common mistake that people typically make is that they like to take their contour and just go down their face like this, and you don't really want to do that. It would tend to make this area look sunk in and kind of make you look like a skeleton a little bit, and you don't really want that. You want it to really lift up your cheekbones and give you the illusion that you have higher cheekbones. To find your cheekbones, a lot of people like to make this face, and you can see where the areas were sunk in at. That's where you want to put the contouring shade. Or a lot of people like to press into their skin until they can actually find their cheekbones. And another thing that I like to do is that I like to start here right at my sideburns. I have really long sideburns, but I like to start here at my sideburns, and I like to take it all the way up into, I call them my smile lines, but it's not called your smile lines, but I like to take it all the way here. This is going to give it the illusions of my cheekbones being really high and gorgeous. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you can see how it's really dark, and this is what I was talking about when I was talking about these shades being a lot darker than your skin tone, because it would look like this. And I did this just to show you guys how you can fix this if you have this issue. And also I took it a little bit higher just so I can show you guys how you can fix it. Okay, So that is, like I said, the common mistakes that people make when they are contouring, and I'm going to show you guys how you can fix it. You want to just take a powder brush with no product on it, or you can go in with the same powder that you use to set your face, and you want to just blend it out. You're going to try to blend it as much as you can into your skin. And you can see once you start blending, it's getting lighter and it's starting to look more skin-like instead of just being a bunch of brown bronzer on your face. Now you can see how this side of my face just looks sunk in. It looks more narrow than this side of my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do this side, and I'm going to do this side the correct way so you guys can see. When you apply the product on your brush, you just want to dab it off a little bit, and that will take away a lot of that product. You won't have the issues of it being really dark like I did on this side. Now you can see the difference in it, and both sides look more narrow and they look more skin-like. I personally don't contour my nose every day, but I do contour my nose sometimes when I want my nose to look a little bit more narrow. So I'm going to show you guys how to contour your nose. We're going to take this same contouring shade, and we're going to be using an angled brush. This is just a brush from Clarity Cosmetics, and we're going to contour our nose and just make our nose look, give our nose the illusion of being smaller. And you want to just take it down the sides of your nose like this. I like to take it around my nose like this, around the tip of my nose, and take it back up the other side. And we're meeting it at the tip of my eyebrows, the front of my eyebrows. As you can see, that's where I made it at. And you don't want to just start at your brows and come straight down. You want it to look like your skin is actually like this. And sometimes it's just a lot easier to blend it out with your finger, because sometimes the brush just doesn't blend it the way you want it to. So you just want to blend it in with your finger, and it's just easier that way. Alright, and then that is how you contour your nose. As you can see, my nose looks a lot narrower. It kind of looks like I had a little nose job done, right? You want to also take the contour shade and you want to go down your jawline. Just because if you're like me, you have a double chin, you want to go ahead and kind of make that look a little bit more narrow. So we're going to really just go and add that to the jawline like so. And again, blend it out, or blend it into the skin. Blending is key whenever you're doing any makeup look. And as you can see, I'm blending it downward just because I don't want just that bronzer look there. I want it to look like it's blended into my skin. So as you can see, it looks a little bit more narrow now. And we're also going to take a little bit on the forehead, but just a little bit, because we're going to focus more of the bronzer on the forehead. Now this step will really help those that have bigger foreheads, and you just you think you have a really big forehead and you want it to look smaller. This step will help you to have, well, look like you have a smaller forehead. And as you can see, I went in the three of my face. Alright, now we're going to take a more fluffy brush and we're going to focus on the bronzing shade here in the middle. It's a little bit warmer than the contouring shade. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take it and put it everywhere that we put the contouring, except for the nose. We're going to basically put it there just because we want to kind of blend the contour into the skin a little bit more. We want to make it look more skin-like, but we're also going to put a little bit more color back into our skin. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to start with my forehead. And then we're going to go to our cheekbone areas. And I like to just kind of dust whatever's left on the brush over all over my skin. It's just bronzer, so it's not going to make it look like worse, like bad or anything. It's just adding color into your skin. So as you can see, I look a little bit more bronzer now, a little bit more tanner. The thing I like about this kit, and the reason why I wanted to use it and I want to recommend it in this beginner series, is because it does have full instructions in here on where to put the contour shade, where to put the bronzing shade, and where to put the highlighting shade. And it also has pictures here. So I thought that was very, very helpful for this video. And it basically tells you everywhere to do it and basically how to do it. And we're going to take the highlighting shade and on the fan brush, and we're going to take it to the highest points of our cheekbone. We're going to take a little bit on the bridge of our nose. And then we're going to take a little bit on the cupid's bow. And above your brows. And that is everywhere that you want to highlight. You want to highlight the highest points of your cheekbones because it's going to lift up your cheekbones just a little bit higher. And then you want to highlight the bridge of your nose because it's going to make your nose just look a little bit more narrow. You want to highlight above your brows because again it's going to lift up those brows. Your cupid's bow, it just makes your lips look a little bit more plumper. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend everything in. Alright guys, so that is how you highlight and contour. Let me know how you guys like this little beginner series. I don't know exactly how many times I'm going to do it a month, but let me know what you guys would like to see in the beginner series because I really want to know, or I'm making them to really help beginners, so I really want to know what you guys would like to see and what you need help with and tips on. So yeah, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it and like it and do all of that good stuff. As usual, leave your comments and thoughts and everything you want to say below, and I think that is about it. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.